I'm about to cheat on my fiancé. I'm currently sitting in a car outside a motel, waiting for my fiancé's friend to come back with a model key and just received a text from my fiancé, asking where I am. I haven't replied to him, but while I have my phone out, thought I'd post here. Today my friend saw my fiancé and another woman in a diner together, very close, and obviously familiar with each other. She went over and said hello and my fiancé looked very much like he was just caught doing something he shouldn't have. She called me straight away and said what she saw and I just knew he was cheating on me. He has no female friends and he should have been at work anyway. So, what better way to get back at him than to call his friend who's always giving me looks and ask to meet up? He's on his way back to the car now, here we go. Update. How do you tell a guy no? I, 23F, accidentally slept with my fiancé's, 23M, friend, 22M, the other evening. My fiancé and I have been engaged for 2 months, together in total for 3 years. When I slept with him, it was supposed to be a one-time thing, which we both agreed on. It was not romantic or anything like that. It turned out that my reason for sleeping with him was wrong. It was a huge mistake and so I haven't told my fiancé about what happened and will not do so. There's nothing to be gained by that. The problem is, the friend agreed with me when I said it was a mistake and that he wouldn't say anything either, but then came to my house when he knew my fiancé was at work. I knew what he wanted and obvious said no and that I'd never knowingly cheat on my fiancé and he agreed. I don't know why he thought I'd sleep with him, but he'd actually taken a sick day from work, without telling his girlfriend and just drove to my house, so it was 9 a.m. and he couldn't go home, without her asking why he was back and he had nowhere to go. So we chatted awkwardly for a bit and then he kissed me. Even though I had made myself clear, we ended up sleeping together again and I've realized I'm in some real trouble now. I don't really consider the first time cheating, since it was honestly an accident, but this time is something I don't have an excuse for. I know how this is going to sound, but he left my house at 4:30 p.m. I couldn't say no the second time, or the other times that quickly followed. I love my fiancé very much and I need his friend to stay away. I've realized I simply can't say no to him anymore. Update 2. He came around again this morning. I don't know how he can take so much time off from work like this, but it was the same as yesterday. He couldn't go home and there was nowhere else for him to go. I hate myself for this, but I didn't even care this time and he's just left, after spending the day here. I've told him this cannot continue, but he knows I'm not going to refuse him, so I've decided on a hard limit, which is when I get married, which is happening in September. I've made this very clear to him and he's agreed not to come around after then. I've also told him that it's disrespectful for us to do it on what will be our marital bed, so we need to go somewhere in the future. He wasn't so keen on that, as he doesn't want to pay for a motel room each time and we can't go to his place, but I've told him that it's too bad, that's the deal. I know this isn't ideal, but this is the best I can do in the situation. Update 3. I'm pregnant and don't know who the father is. This my first pregnancy. It's something my fiancé and I had discussed, but weren't planning on for the next couple of years. Well, things happened and I'm pregnant and I should be so excited. Except I can't even share the news with him yet, because I need to wait before I can do an in utero paternity test. I can't believe I've messed things up like this. Edit. Is it possible to have an in utero paternity test performed within a month of becoming pregnant? And is this something you need the potential father to be present for, or can you bring a DNA sample, e.g. a piece of hair, or their toothbrush?